So I'm attempting to take a new Ecom store from $0 to $1,000 per day over these next 72 hours using nothing but TikTok ads. We can now head on over to ads.tiktok.com and get this campaign started. So we're gonna click on create, and this is a new setup that I've been experimenting with off camera, and I call it the ABO bump method. So there is 2 days to test and validate the product, and if we have some profits, we bump the budget going into day 3, and we should see some juicy returns. I've already went ahead and picked a product for today, these Eterna Bond bracelets. So this is a faith-inspired bracelet. That way you can always keep God by your side, but also it comes with 2, meaning that this is a perfect gift to give to someone you love. Now, I originally found this product through TikTok Shop. So here's one seller, and you can see they have about 1,000 units sold. So this product is still pretty low key, and I think our odds of being profitable will be much higher because there's just not as much competition for this. And I literally found this product by just scrolling on TikTok Shop. So I didn't use any spy tools. This was just a free method. Check TikTok Shop on your phone because there are a ton of untapped products with a low saturation that are begging for you to sell. So you want to go for a sales campaign, we want to send traffic to our website, and we want to go with a manual campaign. We'll call this Eterna Bond Bracelet ABO Bump. Make sure campaign budget optimization is disabled for this testing campaign. I repeat, this needs to be turned off. Continue. We'll call the ad group name All Creatives. We'll have our pixel selected from the dropdown, and we are going to optimize this for purchases. Another important step, you need to run your campaign for purchases and not something else like add to carts or view content. For the demographic, we're going to mix it up a little bit today. So USA is still good, but we're also going to add in Canada there just to get a little lower CPMs, and then 18 plus, all genders, perfectly cool. Scrolling down then to the budget, so we want to set a $50 daily budget on this ABO, and I'll explain what an ABO means in just a moment in case you're unfamiliar, but just understand, do a $50 budget. Now for the schedule, I typically recommend you guys schedule your ads for midnight of the next day. However, I am literally filming this video at 9 in the morning, so I'm just going to set my ads to go live right away. That way I can get data a little faster for today's video. And now we can click continue. So on this screen, we can upload our 3 unique ad creatives. So you want to come to ad creatives here, click add video or images, upload. So you want to take your 3 creatives from Bands Off Ads and upload those into TikTok. So while these are uploading, let me explain how I got these ads made in the first place. So I've been using Bands Off Ads as of lately. Essentially, they already have a team of editors that know what a winning ad looks like. So if you're just getting started with ecom, there's so many variables from the product, the store, the supplier, the offer, the ad strategy, and way more than that. So Bands Off Ads, it just removes one of those variables off your plate. So instead of you needing to get ads yourself, you can just pay them, wait 1 to 2 days, and then they will deliver some high quality ads. So I purchased the TikTok split testing package where you get 3 different videos that you can test with from day 1. And the setup is very easy where you tell it your product name, you share the relevant links with it, you let it know the product benefits, and then 1 to 2 days later, they will deliver your order and you can download your assets just like that. So our videos are uploaded and we only want to select ad 1 to start with. We're going to link our TikTok profile. Then scrolling down, we need text for the ad. And the easiest way to do this is to pull open your product page and just find one of your headlines. So faith you can wear, this is simple enough. Faith you can wear. Call to action then, I will erase all of these because we only want shop now. And then lastly, we need our website URL. So go back to your product page, copy the URL, and then we can paste that in here and always preview just to make sure the link works. Easy. So that is it for our first ad. But remember, we have 3 ads in total. So what we're going to do is create 2 more duplicates of this. And while these are duplicating, what are you guys drinking or eating right now? Comment below. Coffee in the morning gets you locked in. So on the left side here, we have our 3 copies. So now we just need to update the other 2 ads. So here we have ad number 2, confirm. And then here we have our 3rd ad. So we need to update this one as well. Go with ad number 3, confirm. So now we have all 3 of our ads uploaded and we can publish this to go live. It's giving me an error right here. If you guys ever get an error, just try to hit this retry button. Let's see. Continue, publish. Okay, we're good. If TikTok ever gives you an error, just keep spamming that continue button on repeat, and eventually you should be able to get things published. So congratulations. Let me show you what this setup is like, and then later we will check back in to actually read the data. So under the campaign view, this is the campaign, the Eterna Bond Bracelet ABO Bump. Inside of here, we have our ad creatives. This is the ad group with the USA Canada targeting, and we have a $50 budget. Inside of here, then, we have our 3 creatives from Bands Off Ads. So TikTok is going to spend our $50 in whatever order it believes will give us the best returns back. So for the test campaign, we just need to let this run for 1 to 2 days. And once we verify consistent profits, we come to budget and we can schedule a budget bump going into day 3. And depending on how much funds you have, you can do 100, you can go up to 250. I've even went up to $1,000 from day 2 to day 3 before because this strategy is so effective. So that is it for day 1 getting set up. For you guys, copy this exact setup up until here, and then I will check back in either tonight or tomorrow with an update before we scale. Okay, it's been about 2 days since we last checked in, and currently we're up to 4 orders for $134.65. And before we break down the ads, super quick announcement, TikTok is doing a free cashback offer right now, where if you spend $200, they give you $200 back in free advertising credits, and there's many different tiers. So if you spend $500, they give you $500 back. If you spend $1,500, you get $1,000 back, and the tiers go on. So for those of you just getting started, this completely mitigates any risk because TikTok is giving you free money back. So simply use my link down in the description below. This link is exclusive to my channel and you won't see this anywhere else. Additionally, it expires in 30 days. So if you're serious about taking advantage, click below, get started, and thank me later. And now hopping into the ads manager, I'm gonna break down the data extremely simple. So even if you haven't ran many campaigns before, this is going to make sense. So we have been running ads for 2 days, yesterday plus today, and in total, we have spent $81. Reminder, we have a $50 per day budget. And the way this works is TikTok is going to spend our money in whatever order it believes is best. So you can see this top ad spent 13, this one spent 34, this one spent 33. So what does the data mean and what are we looking for? So the first and most important rule, you'll always hear me say this in every video, profits are king. So if you look at this middle ad here, it spent 34, but in return, it has 3 purchases with a cost per purchase of $11.50. So to ensure that you're profitable, you need your cost per complete payment to be less than your break-even point. So a quick recap, we are selling 1 unit for $29.90. However, in AutoDS, reminder, the cost of goods, 62 cents plus another $6.67 to ship it out. So our break-even point is $22, where we just need to be getting purchases within that range and we are profitable. So V3 here, this video right here is clearly profitable and we should let it continue to spend. Now, the next video I want to look at is V2. This one here spent $33 and it has 1 purchase back. So our cost per purchase here is past our break-even point, aka this ad is losing us money. Now, when we compare V2 versus V3 here, V3 has 14 added carts where this one only has 5 and it has way less purchases. So because of that, we're just going to disable it now to cut our losses since the cost per purchase is way past our break-even point. And then the last ad here is V1. With this, it only spent $13, but you'll notice our cost per click is 2 times what our other 2 ads are. So it's not getting as many clicks, but then also it has 1 add to cart, so it's also not getting as many add to carts as the others. So because of that, we're gonna disable this ad as well. And now the remainder of our budget today is gonna be spent on V3, which is our winning ad creative. And checking out our profit loss from yesterday and today combined. So quick recap, we are up to 4 orders, $134 revenue, but after all expenses, including our ad spend, shipping those orders out, transaction fees, and anything else, we have lost $1 so far. So we haven't made the most money yet. However, I do have a plan for tomorrow. So since we have a winning ad creative, I'm gonna introduce you guys to the ABO bump scaling method. So up until this point, we've been running ads for 2 days. And since we have that winning ad, all we're gonna do is come to our ad group here, and the budget is currently $50 a day. But because it's an ABO and not a CBO, we can schedule the budget change to go from $50 to $250 at midnight. And this budget bump is gonna depend on your funds available. If you guys are trying to be more conservative, you can go from 50 to 100 and work your way up. If you're a big baller, you can go straight to 1,000. But to be pretty conservative today, we're gonna go up to 250. I usually go up a little gradual. That way I'm not blasting too much up front. But we can click confirm. And now once midnight comes around, our budget is going to jump up to $250. And then tomorrow, TikTok is gonna have more ad spend to work with. But reminder, we disabled our losing ads, so it's only going to spend on our winning ad creative. So with that in mind, I'm gonna let this spend all day tomorrow, and I'm gonna check back in with an end of day 3 recap. So day number 3 is coming to an end, and currently we are up to 16 orders for $692.75. And one important disclaimer, this is actually my 4th attempt filming this video. I wanna be transparent, but I actually tested 3 other products before we got this current winner. So I tested these wide leg pants, those flopped. I tested this instant eye tightener. Again, I launched ads, it flopped. And then we also tested this cayenne cinnamon drops, but this too wasn't profitable. However, that led us to our current winner, the Eterna Bond bracelets. So understand, for you guys watching, you will need to test a few products that do not work in order for you to find one that is scalable and that you can keep on profiting. So with this current ad, we have spent $231 today. We still have like $20 left in the budget. So we'll probably get another sale or two before the day ends. But all you need to know when you're spending this much money per day is, can you keep your cost per purchase less than your break-even point? If you can keep the cost per purchase less than your break-even point, you will be profitable and you can afford to keep on spending more money on your TikTok ads. Now, to take it from here, every 2 to 3 days that you're seeing some profits, I would do another ABO bump. So every 2 to 3 days, double the budget. If you're getting some profits, don't be afraid to spend more money. And on top of that, don't be afraid to duplicate a second ABO, a third ABO, because if you have one working, you can get 2 to 3 working on the side and do 2 to 3x the amount of overall revenue and profits. Now, checking out the profit loss for today, we are up to $692 with 16 orders. However, after spending $200 on ads, another $200 fulfilling orders, we have made $246 in pure net profit for today alone. And 35% net margins are no joke. Like, this amount per day would replace a lot of your 9 to 5s and actually give you the freedom to live a life you enjoy. No, you're not gonna buy a Lambo, but you can live comfortably. And just to show you from day 1 until today, all 3 days combined, we didn't hit our goal of 1K. I know I am a failure. However, we did make $226 in pure net profit in only 72 hours by just literally copying a product and running some TikTok ads. However, here's the catch. If you try this alone, you'll probably pick the wrong product. You'll build a bad store, or you'll waste money on ads that don't convert. So that's why I've created my one-on-one mentorship, because by working with us, you can remove all of the guesswork. We'll be there to review your products. We review your store to ensure it's branded, and we check your ads each day. That way you don't gotta figure all of this out on your own. You get a true one-on-one mentorship, not some old outdated course. And let's just be real, if you had someone there looking over your shoulder every single step, how much faster would you hit a 1K day? How much money would you save by skipping the trial and error? So that's what we focus on with my one-on-one, is hands-on daily support to help you get some profits. So if you're serious, I want you to click the link in the description below. That'll take you on over to a short application where you'll be able to schedule a call to see if my program is a good fit or not. So click the link down below and let's make your ecom dreams into a reality this year. Now, if you made it to the end, you clearly enjoyed, so make sure you subscribe. And on the screen now are 2 more videos you'll enjoy. Check them out, and I'll catch you there.